What's up, Wolf class? My name is Ben, and this is my C presentation. I was born in Linwood, and I was raised in Mount Lake Terrace for a few years, and then I moved up to off of Casino Road into a 2-story big blue house with a white picket fence. And I moved from there to a duplex about half the size because I lived there for about 7 years, I'm guessing, and I grew up there. And my dad had a strong addiction to cocaine and alcohol and tried to commit suicide a few times and was in and out of mental hospitals. And my mom dealt with that by drinking as well and spending probably about 12 grand in debt. So we had to get out of there. But while I was there at school, I had honor roll achievements and math achievements in middle school. I switched from Olivia Park Elementary to Challenger Elementary, and then I went to Explorer Middle School, and then went to Evergreen Middle School. And then freshman year, I did a whole year at Everett High, went to Cascade for a sophomore year for a semester, back to Everett High, and I switched to Cascade for junior and senior year. So it was that was a struggle, you know, meeting with people and then leaving and then coming back and trying to continue friendships. Going through my childhood, really structured who I am today, with my dad not really in my life, my mom having to take all the roles, and while my dad was too busy with his addiction, that was really life-changing with my father, and that's why my mom's my inspiration, because she taught me that even in the worst of situations, you could still have a positive outcome and have a good outlook on life and not be all messed up in the head. Other than just the negative stuff with my parents, my mom has been a office manager at a dental company for the past 7 years, and my dad has a 4-year marine mechanic business that's his own company, and he runs it all by himself. I really wish growing up that he would have taught me that and how to work on boats and how to work on cars, like down to a science, so I could just follow his footsteps and we could really do something with that business. But I didn't really pay enough attention growing up. I could try to learn now, but I really feel like that would be a struggle. So that's why my main plan was to go to Boeing and whether go to Edmonds Community College and do a 2-year program and get my bachelor's degree in engineering, or just hope and wing it and try to get on. But then I did some research, and that's what my main project was, mainly just research on a better way for me to get to my destination of Boeing, where I wanted to go. And I found an aerospace loan program, which the first month they loan you $2,400 to do an online prerequisite class, and then after you pass that, they loan you another $2,400 to do an online in-classroom class taken at Edmonds Community College. And after aerospace loans me, if I am granted the $4,800, I have 3 years to pay off the loan, which, as a success in my high school life right now, I have 2 jobs that I'm currently employed at, and I can save 10% of every paycheck starting now until I'm employed at Boeing, and even with those paychecks to cover off that loan. And that's also a way I plan to stay financially stable growing up, or going through my career path and staying at Boeing is saving 10% of every paycheck. Another plus that I have about Boeing and that I'm proud to go there is the benefits they have, their retirement package, their health care, their medical insurance. And I also want to have that to support my future family, because growing up I didn't have Medicare. I always had dental because my mom was an office manager at a dentist company. But I just want to be able to provide more than pretty much what I have been provided. Not saying I've been provided, I'm blessed with what I have. I just want to make sure that my family's taken care of as well. I start off as an entry-level mechanical engineer for Boeing, and I just want to do hands-on work as a mechanical engineer. I hope to learn a lot more about the job opportunities that there are there and all the different types of jobs I could accomplish and do for my career. After I'm hired out of Boeing, I know that they have a separate 6-month program that they put you through, that you learn all these different types of rotor mounts and all these different nuts and all these different types of hands-on tools that you will use frequently on the assembly line. And I'm pretty confident with this Boeing choice that I have, because growing up I always thought my pride was football and sports, and I didn't really have anything I thought going for me. So football, you know, quarterback through middle school, just focusing on that, and then always having something like the military to fall back upon, which is, if you're doing the military and that's what you're doing, that's great. Support what you got to do, and it's a great choice. So that's another thing that comes up if I don't get hired on at Boeing right away. I can do the Army Reserves, and Boeing really looks highly upon that. so that's another route I have thought about taking. So a few of my strengths that I believe that I have are some teamwork strengths. I've learned that in both my jobs, working with multiple people on the sales floor or working at a car wash, and always working on teamwork too. I don't really get nervous meeting new people in a group, like getting hired on a new job. I'm going to have to meet these people eventually. I'm going to have to be close with them and get to know them. I'm a team player, you could say. I always get along with whoever. If there's conflict, you can just set it aside and talk about it later if it's that big and you want to get it talked out. Growing up playing sports and longboarding and skateboarding and of course hurting myself with all that, I've gotten great hand-eye coordination playing football, basketball, baseball, soccer. And what these two jobs that have taught me, I feel like, are people skills, working on customer service. Always, there's a different way to ask the same question to multiple people. And a few of my weaknesses, though, are maybe getting a little shy or nervous, depending on what the type of person might be. Especially speaking to big groups, that even if I'm fully prepared and know what I'm talking about, I'll still get nervous and maybe not do the best job. And with that, you get easily stressed out and you can get all panicky, and you just got to learn how to handle yourself in those types of situations. A few of my skills, I feel like when I'm not procrastinating, like every other high school student, I have good time management, especially if it's a task that I'm fond of. Alright, and well, that about sums up my CE. Thank you for all your time, and my name is Benjamin David Danson, and this was my presentation for Mr. Wolf's CE class.